The Lola Show.
Yes, it's a beautiful day in the city of Lagos again, and it's the first day in the new month, and we're saying Happy New Month to all our friends and families out there. It's another beautiful edition of your Lola Show, and today we will be looking at another interesting topic. What exactly is it? You just sit back there, relax while we do justice together with our talking points this evening. My name is Taye Akinpelu. With me at the studio are my co-anchors, and of course we have another gentleman right here in our midst. On my right, I have Fumi Nisa, the Oyibo in our midst. Oyibo, good evening. Now look at it now. You're not an Oyibo, black, white. They grab us in 2 seconds. Happy New Month for me.
Happy New Month, Ty.
How are you?
I'm fine.
I like your hair.
Thank you.
Maybe one of these days I'll go look for human hair too.
Please do.
All right, on my far left, I have she calls me, she likes to call me Gentle Giant.
Yes, sir.
For reasons best known to her. Alhaja Goniya Otsun.
Yeah.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank
Bye, see?
Oh, wow.
You're looking very colorful.
Thank you.
Looking mwah, mwah, mwah.
Thanks for always.
All right, and the only man in our midst. How are you?
I'm good.
Good evening.
Nice to
Happy
to
New
be on
Month.
the show again.
Tell our viewers your name, yourself, because you are a man.
My name is Oluwasegun Adesanya.
Oluwasegun Adesanya. I know your name now, but I just want you to say it. Because we
Because
are talking,
I'm the man here.
I didn't
we are
answer.
talking about you people today.
Yeah, no.
That's why I said you should mention your name.
I'm ready to defend us.
All right, what exactly are we going to be looking at? Yes, the topic this evening is, should a woman raise a male child alone? When we were talking about this topic before we came on board, somebody said, if we don't raise a male child, who will? That's what we want to find out today on the Lola Show. Happy viewing. Now I'm going to start with Alhaja Goniya Otun. Should a woman raise a male child alone?
Yeah, a woman can raise male child, female child, any child. Even when we have husband at home with us, it is the woman that would actually do that justice in raising
The
children.
the children, male or
Yes.
female?
Because when we look at it, a woman has huge influence on children.
Yes, greater
Reason why we
influence.
can just marry woman, all this, I don't know. How can you say a woman, it's something that it comes to me like, do we have to question this?
All right.
Because I see it like it is, well, even husband there are some husbands that they are not even there for the children. It is the woman that always going back and forth in raising them. So woman, reason is because a woman, when you train a woman, you train a nation.
Yeah.
Meaning that we can do anything with saddle a lot.
All right.
In raising kids, women are perfect to me.
Okay, before we come to the man in our midst, let's ask Fumi Nisan. Do you know any successful man that was raised by a woman single-handedly?
Yes, there's so many men that are raised by a single mom.
Of course, yeah.
Okay.
You know, and when the producer we talked about, should a woman raise a male child only? We've seen it in our society. I don't want to start mentioning names, but we see men that were men, able men, successful men today in the society that were raised by their own mom. Is that their father is dead or their mother, they are divorced and like that? So they are successful men in the society that were raised by women.
All right, what's your take, Sheg?
For me, I think women are wonderful people. You are made perfect.
Thank you.
Give a woman a single penny, and they will double it.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
We are great bankers.
I give kudos to women.
Thank
But
you.
then,
Chop.
I give kudos to you guys. But then we the reason why God made both man and woman, there's a reason for that.
Yes.
So if raising a man as a single mom can be difficult, because we know men are very strong. They're always everywhere. Even as a child, they'll be disturbing, running up and down, and the mother will get tired. You understand? So if the male was there, there will be an authority that will be set.
Like a father figure,
You understand? So there will be a mentality that will be created in that child as a man. So he does not behave like a woman. Like a woman, I said.
Okay, yes, I understand you. Are you looking at the end of the day, the male child might end up becoming like a woman? He dresses like a woman, does everything like a woman, reasons like a woman. Sometimes when we come across with some male
guys,
children, you hear, this child, this man is trained by a woman.
Yeah.
What exactly? Why is it so important
You know-
for a man to be there?
Yeah.
Before we answer that question again, we need to go on a short break. It's still the Lola Show, and I'm sure you are already enjoying today's topic. Should a woman raise a male child? That's what we are looking at today with me and my other co-uncles here. Please stay. We'll be right back.
Exclusive interview with El Rufai on education.
Without good education, it is difficult in today's world for a person to even be happy.
El Rufai on corruption.
Then there are many opportunities to be.
They will take a tape, go to an Alaba boy, get maybe 5 million naira or 10 million naira, and they're happy. While they could make 100 million naira or 200 million naira if it is properly distributed and properly managed.
I think what we must know is that our image abroad is a product of our domestic situation to a large extent.
Sell how to give customers what they want, and in many senses how to relate at that particular level.
Yeah.
So that was a very interesting experience.
Cancer is a disease that takes you and can make you or break you, can take your soul. Cancer is a disease that can give you all sorts of emotions. People dying of cancer in Nigeria, we're talking well over 400,000 plus. Join us every Sunday on this station. See you there.
All right, welcome back. This is CLS, the Lola Show. If you are just joining us, and we're discussing about should a woman raise a male child alone? Now, Tai, what is the disadvantage of having a male?
Of not having a role model.
Of not having a role model.
Growing up.
Growing up.
We have there are several disadvantages attached to it. I remember that some times ago we all talked about parenting here, and you were referring to your father, my father. And I also talked, I think it was on Father's Day we had a topic that revolves around father.
Yes.
The beauty of having a complete family is what I crave for.
Yes.
I do not.
Wonderful.
I am one of the very few women who would rather stay and suffer in that marriage. Not because of me, but because of my children, regardless of their gender. The role of a man, even when the man is not important, even when the man is not responsible, even when it means that you as a woman, you are the only one doing it. That daddy my daddy, my husband, is key. Is key.
Okay.
The child can easily have somebody to look up to I'm going to report you to your father.
Yes, the fear over
The
there.
fear will be there. The child, even when the man is irresponsible, you as the mother is there to say, if you're a good woman, nurtured by a good woman,
Exactly.
if you're well groomed, you will say, your father, you will never talk bad about the father to the child.
Yes, yes.
So the child, the father, whether responsible, quote me and watch me, whether responsible or irresponsible, there is a father figure in that house that the child looks up to as a father.
So what do you think, Ghania?
Well, she's right. Our family, when we have family in a complete form, it has a lot of role to play in the life of the children. But then, where I disagree with Titans is when she said, when they are not responsible. To me, the environment has a lot of influence on the children too.
Yes.
When the father is not responsible, when the father is not even there for the children to say that that's my dad. It's not all the fathers you see that represent that daddy's figure.
Father figure.
Yeah, I support what you're saying about that. But then we are talking about the fathers that are ready to do their job.
No, I'm referring to what I can
There are
say.
some
There's
fathers.
some father, either they are responsible or not responsible.
Okay.
Being together has a lot of things to do with the children. But I'm trying to say now that if the father is not responsible, it has not. In fact,
So
it's
are
going
you
to
saying
create-
that if the father is not responsible, the woman should leave the father with the children and stay alone?
Yeah, well, I would
Don't you
say
think it will affect the children?
No.
it will also affect them growing in an environment that is abusive.
Exactly.
Okay.
Do you understand? That's what I'm trying to say. I'm not saying a woman should just leave their husband.
Okay.
Yes.
An abusive
Yes,
relationship.
when it is
All right.
when it is not, I mean,
And you
good
think
enough for the
when
children.
a relationship or when a marriage is abusive, it's not something that can be corrected?
Not
Depends.
all. If
It
so,
depends,
it
Titus.
depends. It depends.
It depends.
Let me take it from where she stopped. It depends because if it's abusive,
Yeah.
the kids are there.
Yeah.
It's not healthy for
It's
the
not
children.
healthy mentally.
Mentally, it's going to affect
It's not,
them.
yeah.
Socially, it's going to affect them. No, and you expect the kids to live in that kind of environment? I will say no.
Okay. Now don't
But I
forget.
agree.
I
I
still do
agree.
not.
If
I
it's-
still do
if it's
not
something
want
that
us
is
to look away.
manageable.
Sweetheart, I still do not want us to look away from that question you asked me. The advantages of having
Yes.
a father figure as a role model
Titans,
in the
I
family.
would like to talk in the perspective of a man.
Take it from the angle of a man.
As a man, I have the privilege of being raised by my mom and dad. Some don't have the privilege. Maybe
Yes.
the father is late
Gone.
in
Yes.
the early age of the child, but I have the privilege. So I remember growing up. For me, I like to play till anytime in the night, and my mom does not have control over that. But when I'm told that your dad is coming.
The PPP.
I'm ready to go inside. The fear.
The fear is always there.
He is loving, he is generous, but then the fear of
Is
he is
discipline.
stronger than me.
Yes. Because like
They are
I've
wrong.
And
said
thank
it
God you have that kind of
the father. That is, I've said it on this show before. You see, my
Yes.
father don't beat.
Thank God.
My father
Mine
never
doesn't beat
beat
too.
at all. But when my father said stop, you must stop.
Yes.
Because after that stop, his eyes alone by saying stop. You can't stop.
Yes.
Do you understand? So I was
That's why we're
privileged.
a man.
That's why he's a man. So if we were all lucky,
What is it feeling?
so if we are lucky to have that kind of father
Yes.
that trained us, that
Yeah.
we grew up with, and some are still have this kind of father.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean that's okay.
Yeah.
But in the situation, not everybody is lucky.
But I even see it in this way. Do you know that naturally, it's not all the fathers that used to be like
Macho.
macho, you know? It is one that will be like, you don't think we needs to be. Why this one here? And when your
Women
daddy
playing the
and
role
the
of
kind
mother.
of figure you put in the mind of your children, and when your daddy comes, I do it for my children.
We need to go on a short
What daddy
break.
about day?
Gani?
What? Yeah?
Gani.
Oh, yeah.
Pause. Hold your thoughts. We need to go on a short break.
All right.
It's still the Lola Show, and we need to go on a short break. And when we return, we will take on the third segment. Stay, please.
exclusive interview with El Rufai on education.
Without good education, it is difficult in today's world for a person to even be happy.
El Rufai on corruption.
Then there are many opportunities to be.
They will take a tape, go to an Alaba boy, get maybe 5 million naira or 10 million naira, and they're happy. While they could make 100 million naira or 200 million naira if it is properly distributed and properly managed.
I think what we must know is that our image abroad is a product of our domestic situation to a large extent.
How to give customers what they want, and in many senses how to relate at that particular level.
Yeah.
So that was a very interesting experience.
Cancer is a disease that takes you and can make you or break you, can take your soul. Cancer is a disease that can give you all sorts of emotions. People dying of cancer in Nigeria, we're talking well over 400,000 plus.
Join us every Sunday on this station. See you there.
Alright, welcome back. This is TLR's The Lola Show. If you are just joining us, we are discussing about the should a woman raise a male child alone? And now we are looking at the opinion of this discussion. So I will ask Kenza. So what is your own opinion, your personal opinion on this? If a single mom should raise a male child or not?
Well, for me, I do not have any negative or biased opinion concerning a woman raising a male child. There is nobody a woman cannot raise.
Correct. That's it.
There is no child. There is no child a woman cannot raise. Be it a boy, girl, presidents, women are very unique in a way. Yeah. And sometimes I ask, what was God thinking?
When he created us.
Because most times I go back to that chapter in Genesis and I look, okay, in the beginning God created the male, blah, 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 and the male was just there. Maybe you realize at the end of the day that there's something important about this man. There's something missing. Let me carve out a woman from him.
Yes.
And God already knew that women have all the power. Women have more power than the men.
Yes.
And that was why I said women should be submissive. Yes. Because if he had given us the authority, then we would be like this. Let's take a look at a boss lady. A boss lady can control anything. May God rest the soul of Dora Akoyili. She's a woman. She was a woman and a very strong woman at that. Do you understand? So for me, if you are a single mother, you shouldn't say, because the reason why we're talking about this is because we are seeing negative upbringing of children all around us. Children sagging, children taking drugs, children, girls doing all manner of things. I was somewhere yesterday and I think we were stopped in traffic. Then I said, okay, let me take this guest of mine that came from Cotonou to an hotel.
I'm actually
entering into that hotel.
I'm actually enjoying it, but please hang in there. So let me ask the man in now.
The kind of women, the kind of children that single parents are raising.
Yeah.
Almost bagbe. 5 hours to watch a program.
Honestly.
I tell you.
So as a man, Mr. Shegun, so what do you say to that? What's your personal opinion?
I support what she's saying.
She's saying
there are strong women out there.
Women are strong naturally.
Women
are naturally strong. They can train anybody. But now we are losing face. We are losing it because we are no longer talking and we're no longer firm.
What I think is the balance of the home, because there are some things women cannot do to a male child. Let's talk about sexual topics. You know, sometimes the guy will have confidence in his father to talk about some situations.
Oh no!
Why can't you discuss it?
I disagree.
I disagree with you. I disagree.
Let's talk about. Let me give an example.
Why can't I discuss with my son?
Let me give an example. Let's assume he is ready to he's looking for a wife.
A male, okay.
He's looking for a wife, and then he's finding it so difficult to get a man. So it will be easy for the man to tell
you are saying it
no, it is the woman you will relate with. It is your mother that will tell you. Exactly.
Yeah, I'm talking about before you get those mental situations that will be explained to the child. Oh, this is the way you go. Oh, this is the kind of woman that you should look for.
Before your father get to know your girlfriend or your fiancé, your mother
was known about. It is the woman.
It is the woman that knows.
It is the woman that will say, "This is what I want."
Hold on. Let's give him a chance to explain that. In another form.
Okay.
Give us another. We say it in another perspective.
Okay, like for what I'm saying, I'm still on that point. That if
answer for this question.
Yeah, if
your girlfriend, guy, who knows your girlfriend first? Is it mom or dad?
The mom.
So don't
say more on the mom. But then I'm talking about.
Are you fatherless or fatherful?
No, both are late. So, but then I'm looking at it from the angle of giving the child the experience of how to engage a woman, how to be respectful. You understand how to treat a woman. If is the kind of dad that will not be able to, in some Western country, they open door for the women as to show the sign of respect. They don't beat.
Let's talk about.
Okay, in Africa, we advise not to beat our women.
Yes, you can.
Let me add my quota.
Okay.
Excuse me, let me take my tea.
It happens that I have a friend that when one of our children, the son, go to the secondary school. When he was admitted, it happened that he was admitted in a primary, boarding school.
Okay.
And the first topic they told this guy was about when you become a man. Do you know it was this, my friend, that taught our own son this, not even the
masturbation.
Father. Yes, not even about the masturbation when you first see this thing. What? So
why can't
are the things you
that's why I disagree earlier with you.
I disagree with you because
you're talking about professional.
You are talking as if a male child cannot have that
courage.
That free courage.
So
that courage rather. To go to his mom and explain everything.
It's always easy.
Every male child has a relationship with the mother.
That is why you see.
It is that
if
this
you look
girl.
at it very well.
We don't hear that.
If you look at it very well, that's why they said
Have you boys that?
Most boys.
I'll take that as your opinion.
Okay,
now we are close.
Their boys are more closer to their mother. That's why you find daddy's girl. Why is it that? Let me tell you something. Because we as a mothers, you see men, we see them finish.
Yes.
I know.
We know them.
You know that now. I see you finish now. Girl might be
sometimes
like
not like that.
Oh, really?
Some men can pretend for life. You will just be seeing a side of them, and then they are something else.
But their mother know them very well.
Sure.
Okay. Their mother know them very well.
How do you close?
Shaku is making me laugh with this one.
It's hard to argue in the midst of giant
women. If you have your facts and figure, we will definitely agree with you. We agree with you on some other things.
It's practicable, you understand? You can't rule out the rule of a man. Just when a child is ready to learn some certain. I gave that example just to make a few of what I'm thinking about. For example, basketball playing or football or exercise. The man will be an appropriate person to teach the child how to do those things.
I'll take that to your closing. You? Gani?
Yeah.
How do you close?
So I've said that women in quotes unquote, because it's not all the women we can find all these attributes we're saying.
Yes.
So just all the women out there should try and make themselves make yourself a responsible woman that we're trying to talk about here, because not all the women we can find all this attribute we're mentioning here.
All right.
So thank you.
All right, on that note, we want to say thank you to the entire crew. The man, thank you. Shegma Adesoya, the man in our midst.
It's always nice having you around.
And Ganiya Olajumoke Otun.
Yeah.
Thanks for having us. Thanks for doing this together.
Thank you for calling that name so beautiful.
Olajumoke Otun. I love the
Gani, yeah.
aspect.
And I love that aspect too.
All right, and Fumi Misa. Okay. It's been a wonderful one today.
Yes.
All right. To all our women out there, single, married, the choice is yours. My advice is be firm with your children. Be very firm with your children so that we can have a saner environment, moving away from the kind of what we are experiencing at this junction and at this moment in our society. On behalf, before we go, we want to say, let's sympathize with the family of Auntie Rachel Oniga Tamuno.
That's a big loss.
Auntie, is one thing I do not want to talk, because just like 3 or 4 days ago I spoke with her, and today she's no more. May God rest the soul and comfort the families of Rachel, Chief Mrs. Rachel Oniga Tamuno. God will bless whatever she has left behind. On behalf of Lola Sanusi, I am Taye Akipelu. God bless you. Bye for now.